Okay. Why, hello there, my Tanukers. How are you doing? And this is a bonus unannounced stream, but I'm here to finish up my file 06, the very long file 06, because apparently we're only like a quarter of the way in there. So let's jump in cold. Brr. And I was originally planning on streaming Tokyo Game Show today, but the only thing left of interest that they have to show is Guilty Gear. And I don't want to sit through hours of stuff just to watch one gameplay segment, which is Guilty Gear, when I can always just watch that later, especially because that's something you'd want to watch and heavily analyze. And so watching that post hoc, where you're able to pause it and unpause it and so on, would make it a much more worthwhile viewing experience. What? Ready to start system update. What I'm really worried about is that if I update, won't it make you restart the Switch? And if that's the case, I think that it may close the suspended software. So let's just wait on that update. I'm sure whatever it is isn't absolutely necessary right now. Oh yeah, also notifications and audio test. 1, 2, 3. It may close the suspended software. Sounds good. Bonus stream live. Let's finish mission 06 in Astral Chain. Okay, so what we were doing last time is I had the notifications window open for Streamlabs and it's gone, so let's just reopen that. Okay, we were about to infiltrate the Hermit's base. But before that, we still had a couple of blue cases, apparently. Is it not here? Another Bombers Gang type minigame. Hide and seek. Okay, let's indulge them. Can.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
Oh, for scent tracking. So that's how we're going to find them. So let me see if I remember the controls here. Is this cheating? Whoops. Is he still tracking? Yeah. There he is. He's just squatting, staring at the wall. What if this really likes talking? They may be talking to someone right now. How is that hiding? Oh, not you. I've been playing Monster Hunter, so I'm having to get those controls out of my head so I can get back into this. He's going slowly. There he is. Flat against the wall. So this last one must be the talking one. Since that last kid wasn't. Is that him right here? Ask Gaspar. The dog was pointing right here, right? I thought they were all guys, though. Oh, guess not. One of the drunks around here tried to go in and they beat him up. Beat him pretty bad. Oh, I'm so scared. So one more blue case. I already picked up 2 of those. Why is a police officer contributing to this guy's drug addiction? Gulp, gulp, gulp. Soaking through my brain cells already. Info dealer.
Hi there. You're not from around here, are you?
You could say that. We've got a problem, and we hear you might be able to help us out.
Ah, my reputation precedes me. It's hard being an info broker unaffiliated with the Hermits, but I get by. All right, what is it that you want to know?
I've heard that voice actor before.
Ah, what was it? The Holy Order of the Digital Hermit. They got their headquarters not too far away, but they don't take a lot of visitors, to put it lightly. They keep a lot of guards around, and the only way in that anyone knows is through the front. All right, what is it that you want to know?
Is there any advantage to doing any of this? Secret passage.
What are you asking around about a thing like that for? You're after dangerous information.
Look, we don't know much right now, but something bad could be about to happen here. We're just trying to stop it. That's why we need to know what they're doing.
Beats me why an outsider would care so much about this place, but I admire the passion. Reminds me of someone. Okay, I'm in. With some old construction records, you could probably find a way in nobody knows about. Good news, I have that data. Bad news, it's stuck on a crusty old server that needs more juice than I've got. If you can find a few power switches and help me borrow a little extra electricity, I could boot it up. I thank you.
Iris startup.
Your iris can show you the power grid. Just follow the lines, and they should lead to switch boxes. They'll be too high up to reach on your own, but the Arrow Legion should be able to help with that.
Okay.
Information display.
So only one. Whoops. can't aim it any higher than that. I have to back up.
Shut down.
More switches?
Startup.
Oh yeah, there's another one.
Information display.
Looks like there's 2 more. Wonder if it was possible to hit these before starting that quest.
Iris, shut down.
I did hit that, right? Nope.
Hey, you. If you're looking for trouble, you found it. Maybe I ought to take you upstairs so we can talk about what you're doing sneaking around here.
I don't like the sound of that. We've got to do something about these guys before things get ugly.
Okay. I can't wrap these guys since they're right by the wall. Oh well, let's leave them.
Iris, startup.
The other one was not so high up. Where's the ladder I used to get up here?
Down.
There it is.
Iris, startup. Information display. Iris, shut down.
That should be all the power switches. I hope that's enough electricity for that old database. Let's go see if the monitor shop guy got it running.
Thanks for flipping those switches for me. I bet there's all sorts of forgotten info on this baby.
Awesome. I'd love to take a look myself. But first things first, did you find a way into the Hermit's hideout?
Looks like there's blueprints for the building from about 25 years ago. They show some ventilation ducts. One of them looks like it could lead you right inside. I'll send you the coordinates. Good luck with the Hermits.
Thanks. You've been a huge help. We might be able to sneak in through the ventilation system. I'll mark the coordinates on your map. Hopefully, this will bring us closer to figuring out what's going on. Let's get a move on.
So I think that's all the blue cases inside of this place. S+, nice. One red case over here. Outside, though.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Okay. Round sword? Okay, that's the thing I was thinking of. Thank you so much. You're telling me that there is a guy called Wealthy Man that was getting harassed and he doesn't give us money for saving him? Money? Nothing under there. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so it's telling us to go there. But we haven't been over here yet. And it looks like there is red matter at the top there. How do I get up there? Oh, I think you have to be on the roof. Is it not there? It's over here. I'm kind of worried about having him fling me, because I might overshoot it. Nope. Eavesdrop on the guards. Need to get into the train, though. No! Let's try that again. The platforming in this game is definitely kind of slippery. It's kind of an understatement. Not that there's very much tight platforming. Okay, we're in. It's pretty good. So those are the guards, right?
We might be able to sneak in through the ventilation system. Hopefully, this will bring us closer to...
Still want to eavesdrop.
Yeah, right, that's what it was. Be on the lookout for cats. Yeah, seems like they've been sneaking in recently.
Cats, huh? Well, now that you mention it, I have seen a lot of cats around the access bridge lately.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of pipes and ventilation ducts snaking around here. Maybe that's how they got in.
Are you telling me I could have figured out that it was the ventilation ducts just by doing this instead of all that snooping around? I think that there are multiple ways of getting the same information in these investigation parts. That's a pretty cool shot. Can't even see the ground. The buildings are so tall. Huh? Oh, there it is. There.
Iris startup.
Bunch of things to dig.
Information display. Iris
Huh? Nothing in there? Dun dun. Getting a bunch of cat food in here. Maybe that's why the cats keep coming in.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
Okay, our coordinates put us right at the Hermit's base. Let's find somewhere to get down. Careful, though. There's people under us. Try not to make any loud noises.
Okay. Zoom. I think by loud noises, they mean walking fast. I can just look at the map, right? I cannot. I can't use Iris? Nothing at the end here. I saw that on the map, but I figured that there must be a reason for that.
Look at us. A couple cops sneaking around like cat burglars. Ugh, I hope we can get out of these ducks soon. Piloting this drone through sounds like something's going on down there.
It's going to say piloting this drone through this tight space is exhausting. What the?
Look! That guy down there's fighting a chimera. Wait, that means they can see them?
So I guess if they've been infected by Redshift, but they've cured themselves with that drug, they still have some of the side effects, like being able to see Chimera.
It is a little person to person, but generally, one dose is enough to get them fighting fit.
Great. Now our missing associates are our only problem. Any new info on that?
I'm sorry, sir. I've got everyone on the lookout for intel, but we've come up with nothing.
10 credits says he went through the gate then.
I got gene codes for that, since it died in my vicinity.
You won't get useful results with a weak-ass chimera like that. Still, though, this batch is legit, no doubt about that. The days of cowering in fear are over. Soon, we can strike back. I'd like to see those Central bastards do this. What do you think, boys? Feel like saving the world?
Boys.
Come on. Make sure our audience up there hears it.
What?
What are you waiting for? Get down here and let me give you a proper welcome.
You don't suppose he's talking to someone else, do you?
Yeah, he must be talking to someone else. What? Hey, this guy's from the opening.
Hi, I'm Kyle. I'm the leader of this little charitable organization. There we go. Now rats crawling around in the vents, that I've heard of. But cops, that's a new one.
Wait, how did you know that we're...
There's no union in Sector 5, no state, no real economy. The most valuable thing we've got is information. And you're looking at a very rich man. Wall or no wall, if it can be known, we hermits know it. Can't say I have a good read on you, Goldie. But your associate here's got cop written all over.
Then you already know why we're here. Are you gonna talk?
Now, let's not get
the holographic face on his helmet can emote.
hermits think if
It's a really cool design.
hard-earned intel for free.
Forget it. If it's a bribe you want, we're broke.
It doesn't take an extensive intelligence network to figure that out. But I have a different proposal. My men tell me you're strong. Inhumanly strong. I'd love to see just how strong you are, up close and personal, if you catch my drift. And I'm afraid that's my final offer.
Shit. Should have expected an ambush.
Well, duh.
Oh, Kyle, when this is over, we get our info, correct?
See, I knew Centrals could be reasoned with. You got my word. I'll tell you anything you want. But there's one little thing you should keep in mind. You're on our turf now. The only law here is what I say. And I say kill, kill, kill!
The mobility that this gives us might be really useful here for now. We can only attack like that, though. We can't really do combos on the back of the Beast Legion. Just use the sword. Jeez, the range on that. We should be focusing that drone, though. Is that it? Forgot how much energy that uses up. There. You don't get as much sustainability during fights against people since you're not allowed to kill them. You can't do that execution animation.
Wicked. Whatever I expected, you have overperformed, my friend. You felt it too, right? The sheer thrill of battle.
Kyle. Such a cool villain, but he has such a normal name.
scanner says he's human, but I'm not convinced.
Oh, dang. Didn't see that telegraph. Okay, he has a lot of HP. Oh yeah, we have gunner drones. Let's use one of those. Oh, it takes a long time to deploy, though.
What's wrong? Is that all you got? I'm just starting to enjoy myself.
You can't cancel out of that. Not a smart idea to use the big sword in this case, then. Man, I lost so much HP trying to get the Arm Legion to throw that thing. I don't know if that's worth it. I think it's noob bait.
You're incredible. You're amazing. All right. I've had enough fun to say you held up your end of the deal. Well then, I'm a man of my word. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. But what are we standing around down here for? We're friends now, after all. Come on, follow me.
Are we sure this isn't another trap?
Are you coming or what?
Looks like we're in.
If you get lost down here, not like you know your way around.
We better stay sharp. Who knows what kind of stunt he might pull.
Now, that's no way to talk about a friend. You could hurt somebody's feelings that way.
A holographic wall.
Here it is, our lovely home. Don't be shy. Make yourselves at home.
I can't sit down anywhere.
So, there was something you wanted to ask me. Drugs, huh? Yeah, you get right to the point, don't you? Oh well, a promise is a promise. It's called Blue Evolve. Take enough of it, and it makes you strong enough to kick a Chimera's ass. Yeah, we know about Chimeras. Blue Evolve even lets us see them. Saw for yourselves downstairs. Unfortunately, we can't take all the credit for Blue Evolve. We just get it delivered. Yeah, right.
See, if you're having the main character canonically talk, why keep them silent?
His name is Douglas. He doesn't offer much more than that, and we don't ask. So if you need specifics, ask him yourself. But there's one little problem. Nobody has any idea where he is. That's bad for you, bad for us, and horrible for the human race. But you know what? You seem like a good detective. If you found your way in here, tracking Douglas down should be a piece of cake for you. The only trace of him we found is that case over there. Take it if you think you can use it. We'll keep looking, but for now, the only trace of Douglas I can give you is that case. Anything else is up to you guys. Come back here when you find Douglas.
But why is he willing to give us all this information? Scent tracking.
All right. Looks like our best chance is to find this Douglas. Let's start by getting out of here. We'll begin investigating once we're outside. Kyle, he doesn't seem like a bad guy really, but something feels different. Nothing. Just, never mind. Come on, let's find Douglas and then get back home.
Red case in here. Why are quotations around training? A what? Oh, they jumped. Did it jump over that? Where's the invincible thing? Under the ground. I got that finisher from a really long range. I thought I would have been too far away there. Don't touch the fire. That's a lot. What the heck? Stay back. Really don't want to touch that fire if it's anything like the fire you find in the environment. Thought I could wrap them fast enough. I keep mixing up R and L. What is hitting me during that? Oh boy. Did the lunge attack at the wrong time. I wanted to see what, I've been using the Arm Legion's lunge attack. I was trying to remember what the other ones were. Not a good time to experiment, though. %, done. Oh, I guess it was 80% before I beat that enemy. I don't think that was training. I think he was just wanting to watch that. Nice. That was everything, right? Looks like it.
Okay, let's look around for this Douglas. This looks like a job for your Beast Legion. Let's give it a good whiff of that case Kyle gave us and see where it leads us.
Why would they want to be selling out their...
The Legion is, even outside of combat, isn't it? Of course, it can't actually smell, per se. What it actually does is extract a sample of DNA from residual sweat or other organic matter and cross-reference it with location data from the nearest match in the police database. And, okay, yeah, I get it. Now is not the time.
I was saying how I don't know why they would be willing to basically sell out this guy, their supplier. So something fishy is definitely going on. I don't know if it can go down the ladder. Or, no, don't stop tracking. But yeah, we haven't been over here yet.
Douglas's scent leads us up to the next floor. Looks like the ladder's not an option anymore.
Forgot my phone wasn't on silent. Some rando number, I'm not answering it.
We'll lose the trail if we can't get up there somehow. Let's take a look around and see if there isn't another way up there.
There we go, it's on silent. Is the dog still out?
Iris, startup. Information display.
Getting stuck on the pillars.
Information display.
It says there's a ladder right there. Where is it?
Iris, shut down.
Still goes back to that.
Douglas's. Well, let's take a look around and see if there.
Okay, there's red matter right there. That's probably once you're already up. I think it's raining outside. Which, if it is, would be quite welcome, since it's been really hot here lately. I don't like how after he throws something, it locks the camera for a second or two. Okay, how the heck am I supposed to get up there? It's showing a ladder right there, but I think that may be across to the other side.
Iris, startup.
There we go.
Information display. Iris, shut down.
Look out! Aberrations! aberrations, there's redshift, right? I've got a bad feeling about this. And the roof coming down like that startled the hell out of me. I've gone all weak in the knees. My actual knees, I mean. Obviously, this drone doesn't have knees.
Bah ha 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 ha.
More aberrations. Looks like things get worse the closer we get to Douglas. I'm guessing he can't handle himself as well as you can. We better find him quick.
I wonder if that's the best way to utilize that skill, is to just have him run around everywhere as the blades are spinning. Yo, hey there, Fire Greninja. How are you doing? Long time no see. Is this Neon Evangelion? This is Neuron Genesis Evangelion. Get your animu right. Ooh, I can go down there. I don't know how much of this game you've seen already, but it definitely takes some heavy inspirations from sci-fi anime. And inspiration's kind of an understatement. It's borderline plagiarism. I don't see a ladder to go up there. You were in Adam's stream one time? Adam? Who's Adam? Oh, wait, Adam Smith? Was he streaming this game? I'm so used to seeing his username all together. When I hear it, like, just his first name, I'm like, who's that? Oh, you're Zen incarnate? Are you super chill or something? Cardboard box. That's weird. No. This mission that I'm currently doing is apparently really long. And I don't even think I'm halfway there. You decided, since you've been making too many Joe jokes. Your new stand is Zen Incarnatu. Incarnatu. It's not a song reference, though.
You know what that means. There's probably a gate nearby.
Or a tarot card.
Take down that Chimera before it hurts somebody.
So what is this game? This is Platinum's new game. So it definitely has that Platinum feel to it. But it's pretty unique in its own right. Just because so much of the gameplay is centered around the whole Stando power gimmick. Just made it up. Are you kidding me? I thought it was real. Yeah, I know. Notice the color scheme? You can change the colors of your legions in this game, and obviously I had to make him Zawarudo, since he can Muda people. And Here's yet another familiar color scheme. This is one of the preset color schemes, though. So this one is a color palette that they specifically put in the game in this particular combination. What the?
There it is. The gate to the astral plane.
Deal. But it was me. Exactly.
Douglas's scent trail leads right into it.
And you can even pick up things and throw them, but we still haven't found a Roda, which I'm really hoping they have somewhere in this game at some point, because I'm waiting to yell that during the middle of a fight.
I don't think Douglas.
Oh, they...
Beast Legion
Are they not letting me go this way yet? Not yet. What's the point of up here? Roda. Because he can pick up certain things. Like this. Nothing on the scale of a steamroller, though. I'm like 11 hours into the game now, I think. Something like that. I'm on mission 6, and I checked online. I forgot if it's 11 or 12 missions total. So I'm probably like halfway through, but I'm renting the game, so I'm trying to obviously not rush through the game, but also not waste time. Because there are so many games coming out around now in September. I'm trying to spare my wallet by renting something instead of buying it. If we can do that, it is truly Dio. Pokemon ROM hacks? Ooh, which ones? I used to play those a bunch. Didn't that more recent one get shut down by Nintendo? I think it was an Emerald hack, but it was like Pokemon Uranium. I remember following progress of a ROM hack called Pokemon Uranium, and I think it got shut down by Nintendo. Pokemon Gaia on the GBA.
It might be Douglas. Give it a look with your iris.
Iris
Signal's
started.
still strong. Let's find him before that changes.
Iris
It's always funny to see the fan-made Pokemon. How am I supposed to get across this?
Iris started. Iris shut
Okay,
down.
is this a jumping puzzle? Because this is really fast for a jumping... Oh, okay, never mind. I don't remember if they used this before. The invisible ground like that? It's the ground that disappears, but also you can only see it if you're right by it. Just walk, yeah, basically. Where should I be going?
Started. Iris shut down.
These segments of the game where you're in the astral plane, it's kind of like a dungeon. Where should I be going here? Astral Chain was in Smash. I don't think it would be too out of place, but the only reason, like, the big reasons it's unlikely, well, for one, a game has to have, like, a legacy, right? To be included in Smash, and this game is obviously way too new to know if it's going to have a legacy or not. But more specifically, the way Sakurai was talking about the DLC characters in the last Nintendo Direct, he was making it sound like the next Fighter Pass is only going to include characters from franchises that haven't yet been represented in Smash, because he was really specifically talking about including other game worlds as they translated it. Can't believe Banjo and Sans are in. I know it. I still have to do a double take each time I look at it. It's like a fan-made wish list that you would find back in 2009 or something. Of course, Undertale wasn't out then, but you get my point. I'm talking about the roster in general. Why are these guys not staggering? It's raining really hard now. If I DC randomly, it's probably because of the weather. Who's Terry? Who's Terry? You better be careful saying that round these parts, lest you be called a filthy casual or a kid. Terry's from Terry's basically SNK's mascot. He's from a fighting game. These platforming segments are weird. Kind of like a kid. Yeah. It's just that, obviously, SNK's heyday was back during the 90s, since SNK was, like, a big competitor against Capcom in terms of fighting games. You know, Capcom and SNK pretty much ruled the arcade scene when it came to fighting games. So, that was another long-standing rivalry. So, whenever people are asking, who's Terry? Who the heck's Terry? It's just easy for people to make fun of, since they're coming off, you know, since they assume that it's a kid or someone that doesn't play actual fighting games. Because, you know, the whole debate how, oh, is Smash really a fighting game? And so, lots of times when people are asking who's Terry, they use that as evidence supporting Smash not being an actual fighting game. Never quite grew up knowing that many consoles or games. Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not making fun of you or anything. I'm just letting you know that if you get a weird reaction or something, this is probably why. What the heck am I supposed to be doing over here? They took me over here. For seemingly... Oh. Yeah, I still consider it a fighting game, but not the same kind of fighting game. Because obviously there's a high skill cap, otherwise there wouldn't be, you know, so many competitive players. But it's definitely its own thing. Very unique. But because of how different it is, that definitely does seem to make it so that some people that don't normally... Oof, that was close. This platforming! Or is it resetting me? Do I want to go to the left first or keep going to the right? Okay, right. Because my brother isn't really into traditional fighting games, but he likes Smash. So that's just one of many cases where the fan base doesn't necessarily cross over. What the? NANI? Help. Teleports behind you. Hestia. Isn't Hestia the witch from Greek mythology? Or I might be mixing that up for a completely different character. Beast Legion can detect and attack camouflaged chimeras. Throughout this entire game, they've been telling you new stuff you can do with your legions. Robot Stando just yeets you back from your death, I know. Yeah, this game's really cool. Oh, look at that, we can see it! Crud. The Dog Legion can't hover, though, so, like, it's in a weird spot to chain them. Get over here. The Robo Dog. It's kind of ambiguous as to whether they're robots or not. From what I can tell, the Astral Plane is... Obviously, I haven't finished the story yet, and I don't know all the details, but they're making it sound like the Astral Plane is this area which holds this source code for the entire universe, and the chimeras are kind of like coming out of it. So it's kind of like they're artificial life forms. So kind of like a robot. It's kind of ambiguous. They want me to fight on this. I knocked it off. It's Rush. I was thinking it looks a lot like the robot dog from Metal Gear Rising, which is another Platinum game. And the way it moves when you ride on it, and the way it feels when you're riding on it, it feels and looks a lot like when you're in Panther form in Bayonetta, which is another Platinum game, obviously. For anyone that doesn't know, Bayonetta is basically Platinum's main franchise. That's what put them on the map. Virus. I don't know, like, they can hack into computers, but they are physically there, I think, even though normal people can't see them, just like stands. So this astral plane does kind of look like cyberspace. But they're being kind of secretive with the details behind it so far. I would say the pacing for the story is pretty good, though. What the? He got crushed. I think I may need the Beast Legion to run through this. The Digiverse. Hey, speaking of Digiverse, I saw this one discussion talking about how a Digimon might be the next Smash character. Oh, crud. Man, the controls on this thing are so weird. I think that's not actually that far-fetched. Distortion World in Pokemon Platinum. Yeah, I like that place. How you can walk on the walls and stuff, even though it's not really a wall, it's just another floor. Pokemon Platinum's pretty cool. The end game. How the heck? Yeah, seriously, and like I said, Sakurai in the Nintendo Direct was talking about how he was wanting to include more game worlds, which is what they translated it as, so basically just representing more franchises. Having being able to have a Pokemon fight a Digimon, that would be really funny. But I want to go over here. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? It looks like that keeps going one way. Oh, I can barely reach that. Excuse me? I can barely reach that. Whoa! There's the music. Thank you very much, Viking Butsu. Much appreciated. As always, really means a lot. And let me hit the gong. I hope you're doing okay. And yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks again. It's really a big deal. Can I put myself if I'm up that high, or if it's up that high? Happy Thursday. Likewise, happy Thursday. You know what that means? Tomorrow's Friday. Thursday is Friday Eve. The gong. Yeah, have you not seen the gong yet, Fire Greninja? Man, it has been a while. How the heck am I going to reach this? That is so close. Why did they make it so tight? Doing great. That's great to hear. Okay, so there is red matter down there. I'm going to have to get that. No? Well, now you see it. I'm always trying to, whenever I have an idea or something, I'm always trying to improve the channel, you know? Make it more, oh crud, make it more exciting. You're on summer break. Do anything of particular interest, summer break? Or is that being too intrusive? Why did it respawn me over here? I always hate it. Well, I don't hate it, because who cares? But I always find it kind of awkward when my professors and stuff ask me, like, oh, did you do anything fun over the weekend? When, yes, I did, but it's not really anything I want to share because they won't really get it. You know what I mean? Like, if I say, oh, yeah, I played video games all weekend, they'll think that sounds lame. When in reality, that's the most ideal thing I could be doing. If I can spend my weekend playing video games, that is a good weekend for me. So, you know, usually it's not something I want to share. And so, if no one's saying anything, including myself, it makes it look like none of us have lives. Which may be the case, but still. What the? Nothing much. You like when Greninja's forward air helps you win close wins? What's Greninja's forward air again? Haven't played Smash in a while. Oh, but since they added, I have to kind of, like, roll as soon as I land to get that. Also, did I get all the red orbs there? I think so. But now that they added SNES games to the Nintendo Online service, I actually am willing to get Nintendo Online now, which means I may start playing Smash Online, which would include playing Smash Online with viewers. And I know that's a game that pretty much everyone and their grandmother plays, right? So I don't think anybody would be against that idea. Why is there battle music? Oh, crud. You and your friend were at almost kill percent. Well, you were because your friend was Ganon. Ganon has some pretty heavy hitting attacks. I'm still a big fan of Piranha Plant, though. You know, I was a King DDD main, but the last few times I've been playing Smash, I've been playing Piranha Plant exclusively. He's some new main material for me. So, if I get Nintendo Online, I definitely want to take Piranha Plant online. I was over there already. What? Plant Gang, I do. Hey, I made a video for it. I made a YouTube video when Piranha Plant came out. Never forget. Back air. I love Piranha Plant's moveset. Love how wacky it is. And I like that he's a heavy character. And I like that he has armor for his down special. You can make some pretty funny setups with it. How am I going to get over there? Okay, that's obviously not how you do that. I think maybe I'm supposed to go back around. Hero with items on. I haven't played with the hero yet. But I've seen some videos. I can definitely see why there's some contention amongst the competitive community. How the heck? Okay. Maybe... I had an idea when I was over here, but I didn't want to try it. Because I was thinking that wasn't the intentional way, but I don't see any other way to do it now, so... Don't crush. Well, I'm dead because the Legion got crushed. I was going to go in between there, but after it started opening. When you play against Ganon, you die at 40%. Yeah, he has really good launching power. You just die. When you play against hero, you just die. 0%, yeah. Crud. I have a hard time believing this is the intentional... This is the intended way to get around this. Oh. Why didn't I recognize that before? Just go when it's all the way back. Is anything going to crush me here? I think it's going to push me off. Okay, there. That only took, like, 5 tries. Logic. I don't know what Nintendo was thinking when it came to balancing that character. Has it gotten patched yet? Wait, is that thing invincible too? Oh yeah, okay. Forgot about that. Whoa. The main character says that crash whoa. Says whoa like crash. And it keeps throwing me off because that's my follow notification sound. Gen 5's awesome. I know a lot of people aren't fans of Gen 5, but I think Gen 5's awesome. Pokemon Black and White was my favorite Pokemon game for a while. Although Sun and Moon is a close competitor. My favorite Pokemon games are either Black and White or Sun and Moon. I'd probably have to let Black and White take the cake. Plus, when Black and White was coming out, that was like the first game I obsessed over before it came out. As in, reading every bit of information that was revealed about it, you know, on websites like Cerebi. And since this was before Sun and Moon was the first instance of a Pokemon game. It was Sun and Moon, right? Sun and Moon was the first instance of a Pokemon game releasing globally instead of releasing in Japan first. At least back when Black and White came out, it was still the case that it would release in Japan way earlier. So I actually imported a copy of... I don't remember if it was Pokemon Black or Pokemon White, but I imported a copy from Japan. Also, from what you played, Leaveney is just broken in those games. Well, Leaveney's bug and grass, so it does have some really bad weaknesses, which makes up for it. Am I supposed to hit this from over here? don't think I can reach that from over here. Do I have to go up there? Be right here? That's an awkward angle. I have a hard time believing they want me to do this. Yeah, I'm not reaching that at all. Its stats, though. I don't remember what its stats are like. I remember I used one during my first playthrough. At speed. Yeah, especially that speed. I remember I used one on my first playthrough. I say first playthrough because I played through the game in Japanese, and then when it came out in English, I obviously got an English release too. Wonder, maybe you don't have to hit all these at the same time, but it's acting as if you do. Okay, that was... I was definitely overthinking that. Before they had them move around like that, and you had to hit all at the same time with the sword. Crud. Is it going back up? Yes. Whenever you were against a Pokemon like levels ahead of you, it would always go first. I need to go look at its speed stat again then. Sounds like it's pretty good. It would have some pretty good stab moves too, like Leaf Blade. I liked the design for its pre-evolution. Since it's a bug type, you know how it had a... since it's the game's 3-stage bug type, how it had the cocoon in the middle. What was it called? Swaddaloon, something like that. It was a bug, and it was like holding itself in a blanket. Holding a leaf like a blanket. You're so used to only seeing like the final evolutions of Pokemon in the competitive scene, you kind of don't see the pre-evolutions that often. Even though some of the designs for them are really good. Pokemon is definitely the franchise I have spent the most hours in. Just, you know, between playing the games and making competitive teams and EV breeding and IV breeding and shiny catching, or shiny hunting, I should say. Shiny catching constitutes only a small percentage of the whole shiny hunting experience. Leafinja. I forgot what I named mine. I like giving my Pokemon nicknames. I could always boot up the game again and look at the names I gave them.
I see him.
Some people will use the mid-evolution probably just to troll you. Hey, they could use it with, They could use it with... Oh, crud.
Great.
They could use it with... Eviolite. I actually, I don't know if you've played Sun and Moon, but you know Charjabug? The cocoon middle evolution for Vikavolt. I actually use that in doubles because of his ability. His ability, it's called like 9-volt or something like that. His ability, basically in doubles, he amps up the electric moves of his partner. So what I like doing is I give Charjabug an Eviolite, and I just give it like... I just let it Toxic Stall, so it just has Protect and Toxic. And, and with Eviolite, he's pretty tanky, so we can Toxic Stall pretty well. And I would have, what's the name of the electric Ultra Beast? The one that looks like a bundle of wires. I would have them as a duo. I would have them as a duo team. For that, dang, why am I forgetting the terminology for all this stuff? You know that tree you can go to at the end of Sun and Moon? It's basically the post-game content. Battle Tower. It's basically like Battle Tower, right?
You'll have to go through these guys to get to Douglas.
And I even got a shiny Charjabug. That was the first Pokemon I shiny hunted in Sun and Moon. And since it's red, since it's this red rectangular solid, I named it Brick, since it literally looks like a brick. But there's still a lot of enemies at once. Holy crow. Jeez. I want to use my armor here. Should have named it Lego Brick. Yeah, Circuitry, that's its name. I forget the names of the Ultra Beasts because before the game came out, they had like code names like Ultra Beast 01, Ultra Beast 02. Like Buzzwole was like UB01 Strength. Like they had code names like UB Strength, and the cockroach was UB Beauty. I forget her name too. But I was referring to them by the code names for so long. Boss fight? Yeah, they're big gorilla. Tartarus? Okay, so all the enemies so far have been named after characters in Greek mythology, but Tartarus is a place in Greek mythology. How's it hitting me from there? Thought I'd see something I could intercept there. I'm thinking, what just hit me? Warframe vibes from this. The aesthetic in the astral plane, like with the enemies, it does kind of look like Warframe now that you mention it. I forgot to scan its HP. I was just wailing on it. Who cares how much HP it has? So, did I actually get all the red matter on this stage, or did it make it disappear when that boss fight started? The game has kind of cheated me like that before. Where, once a cutscene starts, it makes it where you can't go pick something up. Even though you were right by it.
Oh, hell yeah! Now go get Douglas.
Douglas, you okay there?
Are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know.
No external injuries. Looks like his corruption levels are safe too.
Oh yeah, Pheromosa.
Back to the Ark.
Like pheromone. Pheromosa was super meta, at least when Sun and Moon first came out. Watching some Pokemon Sun and Moon, so you kind of remember these. And you used the Spin Blade Neuron, just became Beyblade. The stands are called Legions. Neuron is the name of the
Experimental.
organization we work for,
But it was supposed to help people. That's what he
which is uncannily similar to
But my case.
Nerve from Neon Genesis.
Where is it?
My case! But Pillar Man theme plays. I like Buzzwole. He's my favorite Ultra Beast. Dun dun dun! Wow, definitely didn't see that coming. Yeah, this game has so much terminology. Quite a mouthful.
The Union's abandoned us here for 20 years, and this drug gave us the claws to fight back. But now, we'll really show those bastards in Central City a thing or two.
Yeah, let's show them a thing or two. Oh wait, that's us.
Hit the end of the road. But now we know,
Why is the main character kind of an idiot?
and you brought it right to us. That Legion, is it? Hand it over.
See, look, even he's having trouble remembering what it's called. Well, yeah, Blast F1, Zergtree, that's a really offensive combo. They get them together, they could have some pretty good type coverage. In terms of offensive type coverage. Just because they have a pretty vast, pretty good move pool.
What's wrong?
Did I just big brain them? I doubt it. Probably just getting lucky.
This isn't supposed to happen.
Zombos!
Shit, this ain't happening.
Oh, dang.
Stop! What the hell's going on? Snap out of it! Don't you recognize me?
Are you ready for it? Wham! Wham! Rocket punch!
Going on?
Rocket punch. So hard to land rocket punch.
Don't you recognize? Stop! What the hell's going on? Snap out of it! Don't you recognize?
Is he actually in trouble? Jeez, he's not telegraphing those attacks like the other ones. Okay, okay.
Snap out of it! Don't you recognize me?
That was a little hairy. A normal life as a henchman. Who wants to live as a henchman?
We better catch up with Douglas quick.
And you can be a crime boss.
Security camera. Check it out. They probably saw Douglas.
Blue Evolve is our last chance. My friend.
It doesn't sound like any hermit I know. Get up. People in Sector 5 need to know you've got their backs.
That was a pretty short-lived reign.
What are you? Who are you?
Leave Douglas to us. I'll see you around, Kyle.
It's so weird hearing Kyle McCarley say that. The voice actor for Hal, his name is Kyle. Now he's talking to Kyle. Stupid nonsense like Kyle. But he has a cool mask.
Iris, startup.
Not to break immersion or anything, but I want to make sure I got everything around these parts before I go on. Pretty sure I got it all. Cool Smool. Safety's cool. I was just testing you. I was just testing you, chat. Okay, so that's where it wouldn't let us go before. We got everything over there, right? Yeah, I'm pretty... Did we get those red orbs? Wait a minute. I think we did. Not red orbs, red matter. So, the premise of this game is that they didn't really explain it 100%, but the way they talk about the city is they kind of imply that there's only one city left on Earth, which is called the Ark. Because these creatures called chimeras coming from the astral plane have been attacking humanity. Okay, so humans are pretty much holed up in this one giant city, which is the only city left on Earth with humans on it. And they're still under attack by the chimeras. And if you are around chimeras long enough, or if you are abducted by the chimeras, they've been abducting people too. So if you're abducted and you go into the astral plane and you spend enough time there, or if chimeras spend enough time near you, you get infected by something called redshift. And so that drug that they've been using called Blue Evolve, wait, are there two drugs? They were making a drug that was making it where you're immune to or not immune, but it heals you. It cures redshift. But that was another drug they were trying to invest in, which makes it where you can see chimeras. Because right now, the only people that can see chimeras are the neuron officers, which have legions. Because a legion is a chimera that's been domesticated, basically, chained up. You know, it's literally just a chimera on a leash. And so, the Legatus is your device that uses the Legion, and the Legatus lets you see the chimeras. So much terminology coming out of my mouth right now. Did that answer your question? The Blue Evolve was supposed to make it where you can see chimeras and fight them. So they were kind of wanting to do like a thing where they would save the city. Like, they exclusively would be the heroes. It was kind of their scheme. Instead of giving it to everyone. Yeah, I guess. Oh, a cat hiding in the garbage. Say hello to Danny. Say hi to Danny, chat. Isn't he just here? Yeah, there he is. No, Team Plasma is awesome. Team Plasma is the best, they have the best theme song. You can't deny that. Not that the Pokemon franchise is particularly known for interesting characters, but In is the most interesting character in the whole franchise. I really like the whole dynamic between him and Getsis in Black and White. Team Plasma's PETA. Yeah, basically. That's how it starts out, at least. I like how Black and White actually was posing some ethical questions. At least the way they were framing Team Plasma originally.
Watch out! Something's coming from dead ahead.
What? So as unfortunately predicted, the internet did go out for a moment, which I'm pretty sure is due to the weather. I'm back now though, right? You don't know why, but you always thought Team Rocket were a joke group until the Gen 1 games. Until the Gen 1 games? You mean when you went back to go play Gen 1? Okay, I'm good now? Yeah, as I unfortunately predicted, the weather, I think, made the internet go out for a moment. I'm pretty sure that was literally just the weather, not some other cryptic reason. Let me make sure everything's running well again. Okay, let's resume. Where were we? I saw you... I knew something was up for a moment because I saw your message in the actual chat box, but I saw that it wasn't showing up on the screen.
There are still survivors.
Yeah, no, Team Rocket's a bunch of jerks.
Something's wrong.
Man, I keep trying to get these VODs in one piece for when I upload them to YouTube. And they keep getting split up into arbitrary segments. Like, at the times when it gets split up. You know, like, I like ending the episodes, I like ending each YouTube video at a specific spot. You know, like, after we just finished a mission, or after we just finished a boss fight, or something like that. But getting all these DCs, it's making it where they just start and end at extremely arbitrary spots. I've been up here already. Dig, doggy. Beware is really cool. He is one of the best. I haven't, like, sat down and watched all the Sun and Moon episodes or anything like that, but I've seen bits and pieces, and every time there's a scene with Team Rocket's Beware, that's one of the best. That's one of the highlights. And I was already a fan of Beware from the games anyway. Lightning. Should we save him? Rebel rescue! We've been up here already, right? Have we? Should we have talked to him after rescuing him?
None of this makes sense. I bet my life it has something to do with Douglas. We've got to find him.
Another red case. Beware was like my MVP for my playthrough of Sun and Moon. Such a tank, and can dish it out too. It's a really good typing too, normal and fighting. It only gives him one weakness. Or two, psychic and fighting. But he's not weak to, my point is the normal gives him the ghost immunity. And flying. Why did I think... I'm so used to, okay, I haven't played Pokemon in a while, so I'm kind of ashamed for not knowing this. Is Ghost super effective against fighting? Because didn't they change that recently? And I forgot what it was originally. I get them mixed up, like if it was one way before and now the other way, or the other way around. But, you know, the normal gives him the Ghost immunity. So then... he has Ghost immunity and then just the normal weaknesses to fighting, except not Ghost. Yeah, Golisopod's cool too, especially since he's Guzma's Pokemon. It's kind of funny how you have to catch the pre-evolution of it too. I think it's I really like it when Pokemon are one way. And then when they evolve, it's like the complete opposite. So, obviously, Magikarp and Gyarados is one example. But with Golisopod, you know, Wimpod is supposed to be this really timid horseshoe crab that runs away from everything. And then Golisopod is like the opposite. But he still, despite being really strong, has that awful ability where he's forced to switch out. Not learn rollout. He can't? Oh yeah, that is weird. Are you sure about that? That's weird. Aqua Jet is a good move on him. The priority moves on him makes him pretty good. Stab Aqua Jet's always a pretty good option. And since he has good priority moves, you can just put all the EV points into attack and some sort of tank stat to make it where he's not frail. Fleeing man. I can't take this anymore. Help against fire. Yeah, of course. You mean like how it, the water, like the water bug typing's good to, since it gets rid of his fire weakness? Yeah. But, I really like what they did with Leech Life in Sun and Moon. Leech